Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Please, please subscribe.
So far, only one of the 5 victims who was killed has been positively identified. ABC News has confirmed that person is Daniel Davis Aston. He was working as a bartender at the club last night when he was killed. Denver 7 is working to confirm the identities of the other 4 victims.
And we are also learning just how much Club Q meant to this community. For many LGBTQ plus people in Colorado Springs, it was an oasis. It was a place for them to feel welcome and to be themselves. It was a second home.
For a lot of people like myself, we don't have families, so LGBT people really need somewhere that is a safe space, and Club Q gave that to us in a party sense and a real life, because a lot of the performers and the people who work there make sure that they check up on you outside of the club, see what you're doing, see if your mental is okay.
You know, just look at that. Hearing things like that, it's quite clear that this club was a safe haven for a lot of people.
It definitely was. Let's bring in Denver 7's Patrick Perez with how the community is now mourning the lives lost. Patrick?
Yeah, Jacqueline, tonight we have watched groups of people showing up to this memorial right outside of the club to drop off, for example, flowers, candles, belongings, you name it. Right now we have still some people showing up here to pay the respects. We also watched as people pay the respects through prayer. To say that today has been an emotional day is an understatement, not just for the community here in Colorado Springs, not just for the people who knew the victims, but those of us connected by shared experiences. Dozens of candles burned Sunday night in Colorado Springs at a memorial outside the LGBTQ venue Club Q.
We left like just 5 minutes before, and like we didn't know anybody. We were just literally sitting there, people watching.
Justin Godwin and his friend Aaron Laney say they just moved here from California and visited Club Q Saturday night to see if it was the right fit for them.
We could just tell that this was going to be a community that we were going to be a part of.
They never imagined the venue they were going to call their new safe space would be the site of a mass shooting.
How do you walk in and see like the environment that we saw and want to shoot people?
At a prayer vigil earlier in the day for the victims of the shooting, tears fell as a minister shared the anger and pain so many of us are feeling.
People who tried to escape, but they did not. They got killed. Other people got killed just trying to run away. God, we know better than to ask why. And it certainly is too certain for us to say we forgive.
That prayer just hit so good. It was just, she said all the things that I'm feeling. Like, I'm angry, I'm upset, I'm heartbroken.
Courtney Berg and her wife Bird could not believe the news that the place they felt the safest in over the years could face such tragedy.
I've lived here 31 years. When they start releasing the people that passed, I know I'm gonna know them.
It's unclear if Club Q will ever be anyone's safe space again. For now, its patrons are focused on remembering those lost and hurt by senseless violence. And if you would like to pay your respects, but you can't drive down to the Springs, for example, tomorrow in Denver, there will be a candlelight vigil at Real Works Denver that is right next to the Trax nightclub. That is at 7 o'clock. Jacqueline Bayan.
All right, thank you, Patrick. I know this has been very personal for you as well. This hits close to home.
Gay man covering the story today has been a really emotional day. I mean, I was having a lot of trouble holding back tears, especially at that prayer vigil that I mentioned in the story at St. Paul's United Methodist Church. I think the minister just kind of expressed in ways that I could not, just my anger today. It also takes me back to being a weekend morning anchor in Waco, Texas, and covering the Pulse nightclub shooting. And to my right, I just still to this day remember seeing moms screaming on TV, asking about their sons or daughters So it's just been really emotional, and we try to keep it together for our jobs, but today is one of those days where you just sometimes have to let the emotions go.
Patrick, I can't even imagine. I just want to say we love you, man. We're thinking about you, and I really appreciate you being vulnerable. I really appreciate you sharing how this has impacted you, and I can't wait for you to get back from this assignment so we can all embrace you, brother.
Thank you so much, Brian. It really means a lot. I appreciate it.
Absolutely, Patrick. Take care.
Thanks for watching. We appreciate you. Please subscribe.